What would you say the hardest Pokemon game is? Over the years, Pokemon's released 9 generations of games and over 1,000 Pokemon. But what about the spin-off games? I'm talking about games like Pokemon Ranger, Mystery Dungeon, and even Pinball, all of which not following the original formula but still bringing us joy through unique stories, gameplay, and the faces of Pokemon we all know and love. But what if I told you about a game that seems to be long forgotten? One that strays away from the original formula and gives us the battle experience we crave. Pokemon Colosseum, originally released for the GameCube, has you play as a rogue, formerly evil vigilante turned good who steals Pokemon from other trainers. You know, I'm kinda glad that Pokemon had a change of heart and let us be the little shits we've always wanted to be. That being said, I decided to revisit the game as a hardcore Nuzlocke, where if a Pokemon faints, it's considered dead, I can't heal in battle, and hard level caps are enforced for every boss. There's also a rule where I can only capture the first mon I see per area, but since there's no random encounters, I came up with my own system. All in all, it can't be that hard, right? Oh yeah, there's still one more thing. Pokemon Colosseum, for those of y'all that don't know, it's only double battles. This is why I love double battles so much. Technically, this is attempt like 15, but this is the first run since I came back to it. Unlike other games where you choose your starter, Colosseum gives you both Umbreon and Espeon to begin your journey. And with Willy defeated, I got directions to Phoenix City, where I have my first encounter with these two losers fighting over a sack of potatoes. I ran them off for disrespecting the Spuds, only to find out the bag actually contained a person. So naturally, I decided to help this person out. And by that I mean I gave him a random name and said to tag along. I guess it's only responsible to let the mayor of the city know that there's and they're at the mayor's already. I don't like saying this, but we're not at liberty to keep your lady friend at liberty. Entering the first antagonist of our hero story, Miror B. And yes, that's Meyer and not Mirror, so go argue about it in the comment section. Anyways, he sicks his dogs onto us, and there's something odd about this battle specifically. And it's not this girl's eyes being extremely far apart either. Like seriously, what happened to her?
Fighting over a sack of potatoes.
The real reason is that the Makuhita is a shadow Pokemon whose door to its heart has been completely shut in order for it to be a fighting machine. And much like the Pokemon Go variant, shadow Pokemon have increased base stats, allowing them to hit like a truck, which is exactly what I needed to add to the team. Remember whenever I said that we steal all of our Pokemon from other trainers? Well, this Makuhita makes our first encounter for the entire run, which could be a little tedious because it not only uses up a Pokemon's turn, but you're also only capable of throwing one ball per turn. Now by this point, you're probably wondering, if all your encounters are from enemy trainers, how are you choosing which one to catch? And the answer to that question is, I spin a wheel. In every given area of the game, I have to fight groups of trainers either in a sequence or on rare occasions pick the trainer I want to fight first. Because this interjects with the general Nuzlocke rule of catching the first Pokemon I see on every route, I simply use the wheel to make all my choices for me. No! I spun for my Johto starter in Fennec and got Crokinole, which admittedly I wasn't very happy with. Since I get multiple chances at water types and very few grass or fire, if I don't get Slugma in the next town, I'm pretty much out of fire Pokemon for the rest of the game. Okay, so this is going to be Pyrite City Street. Alright, I really want Mischievous. Slugma would be good, and Skiploom would also be okay. Those are like the mons I want the most. Come on. No Noctowl, no Noctowl! Regrettably, I got Noctowl, and may or may not have lost it attempting to catch a Furret. Whoa, no, we're not doing this, not for Noctowl at least. This thing doesn't deserve it, it literally sucks and it could have been a Slugma. Don't play this music ever again for this Pokemon. At least catching Furret makes up for the death, and now I'm able to go to Pyrite Stadium and search for more shadow Pokemon. Like a dog who heard the word outside, I followed my escorts for a reward with glee, only to find out it was an ambush set up by Miror B. This did, however, expose his hideout, allowing me to easily clear out all of his lackeys. Oh wait, I left my Crokinole on a Remoraid. Oh, it's Aurora Beaming, it's stupid. Wait, no, it's the Magnemite I'm scared of.
No.
Wait, no! What am I doing? Oh, thank God. Okay, in my defense, I was hungry and running off of 3 hours of sleep when this happened. I was also rewarded by rolling Mantine, which is one of the best encounters in the game. With the building cleared and freeing this asshat that keeps causing trouble, Miror B invited me to a dance battle on the big screen. Unfortunately, getting sturdy wasn't enough, and I had to go fight Miror B with my own Pokemon instead. So I barged into his lair only to realize that he's doing some weird ritual dance with his Ludicolo. But hey, I mean, I guess I totally get him. I don't have friends I interact with. I'd probably do the same if I had my own Pokemon. Okay, maybe oversharing wasn't cool. But what is cool is that all Cipher admins have a VGC gimmick to them. In Miror B's case, he runs a rain team that revolves around stalling your Pokemon out with both Rain Dish and Leech Seed. I handled it by taking care of his Leech Seeding Looties first and timing a double frag to isolate his Sudowoodo for easy capturing. As a reward for saving the surface of Pyrite Town, I was given the most busted Pokemon in the game. An extremely underleveled Plusle that can't help you in any way, shape, or form. And admittedly, whenever I was younger, it never left the box because of its level. But this time, it's going to be different. I'm grown, smarter, wiser, and I know how to cheat in a video game. Which translates to me stuffing Plusle with candies until I'm able to use it. Speaking of underleveled, if you've noticed, my Shadow Pokemon still haven't leveled up yet. That's because Shadow Pokemon aren't capable of gaining XP until they're purified and returned to normal. Instead, Shadow Pokemon stockpile all the XP they've earned from battles and gain it all upon purification, thus making Agate Village our next destination. This is a nice relaxing village in the trees filled with old people who treat you like their own grandchildren by showering you with free stuff and telling you long stories that you act interested in so you don't make them feel sad. It only made sense that the Relic Stone for purification had to be here, and if it's obvious to me, then it's definitely obvious to evil team Cipher because they're already here trying to destroy it. Unfortunately, this guardian of the village Eogun guy couldn't stand up to a grunt, and I don't really blame him. Simply because this Hitmontop's a fucking demon. Last time I checked, Pokemon is a children's game and it's supposed to be easy. So why is it making me fight level 38 Pokemon with level 30s? I needed a game plan so I could even consider catching this Pokemon, which is also nearly impossible to make because even though I know what Pokemon the enemy has, the game's designed to where the party order is randomized, meaning that enemies never lead with the same 2 Pokemon. This lead is not only the most wanted outcome, but it's also a double-edged sword because although Wynaut appears to be useless, its ability Shadow Tag doesn't allow me to switch out. And due to no healing items, I'm at the mercy of RNGesus when it comes to attempting to catch Hitmontop. Into Great Ball, and you're gonna reflect. You know, I always complain that catching Pokemon isn't a skill for nuzlocking, but this game really looks me in the eyes and says, "You're dog shit." Let's slow down the game a bit so I can process what the hell's going on. Yes! Yes! Okay! Now with access to purification, I can finally evolve some Pokemon and head off to climb Mount Battle. And speaking of climbing, you can help me climb on YouTube by scrolling down and clicking that subscribe button as well as leaving a like and comment below. Please, I'm really on my knees here. And it's not because I'm faced off with another admin who's literally the combination of a One Piece character and Baki's father. Like, Jesus dude, this man's 9 feet tall while hunkered down. Dhalkim's gimmick is fairly straightforward as he spams Earthquake and Protect throughout the fight so you're constantly taking damage on both sides. This is counterable with flying types like Mantine, and if you spam what about Noctowl in the comment section, I'm deleting that shit. With the majority of Dhalkim's team being weak to water, I sent out for Alligator who was able to spam Surf, but it can't end that easily because I still have to try to capture Dhalkim's Entei. Because Entei's the only Shadow Pokemon available in Mount Battle, it automatically makes it my encounter. With better base stats, stronger moves, and a shitty catch rate, it could have only gone good for me, right? No risk. I'll risk it. I'll risk it. If I lose Hariyama, I kill the Entei. Nope. Oh, come on, man. After letting chat gaslight me into losing Hariyama trying to catch Entei, I decided it wasn't worth losing the run over. At least I protected Mount Battle from... Dude, who leaves the stage like that? Bro, where did he go? Bro, he just jumped. Disco King, Shadow Pokemon, human bioengineering? What else could Cipher be up to? Or rather, what's going on in the Undercity? You see, Pokemon games normally have you find secret bases in big cities, explore haunted houses, and even get flashed in dark alleys. Colosseum has you exploring the slums of Pyrite Town called the Undercity. This dark murky land is filled with a lot of junk, underground battling, and oddly reminds me of Satellite from Yu-Gi-Oh! And like any good story of people coming from scrap, there's that one group of kids with good heads on their shoulders and a dream of better living. And by that I mean, I let them do the hacking while I fought people. One of which being Cipher Admin Venus, a delusional wannabe pop idol whose team revolves around the track spamming and not letting you move at all. But to top it all off, she has a Suicune, which isn't that bad because it's slightly underleveled compared to the rest of her team. But let's just say, that didn't stop me from adding a little extra difficulty. There's a chance I lose Umbreon here. I am severely underleveled actually. Holy shit, wait. I am severely underleveled for this fight. This is so bad. I had to play this fight near perfect and pray I got lucky. So I think instead of staying in, I switch you out and I go hard Umbreon here. This could be a little scary because there's a Bayonet in the back. But I think hard Umbreon should always be the play because I just stay tanky. I should never face an attract and I should never face a stun spore. I need this Altaria to hit through. Pretty specially bulky. Hell yeah. Hera? Oh, so good. From spamming bite for flinches to using fly to dodge status effects, I was able to take down this demon diva, who in turn decided to be like any other sore loser in a video game by destroying the subway station that led to Cipher's lab. This girl really needs to get a grip, because it's not like I haven't already found the other entrance in the middle of nowhere. So I simply strolled on up, knocked on the front door, and had to fight a lot of electrodes. A lot of electrodes. Can you even imagine how hard I was clenching to the thought that explosion would rip me a new asshole? Like, what do you even do in this situation? Brain, the reflect, and detect turn 1. Watch this thing go boom. It is one of the funniest. Dude, these things just love to boom. Magneton's way too tanky spamming Thunderbolt and Thunder, and seeing if Electro booms is like playing a game of chicken. And apparently this is my first time noticing that triple kick can miss? Wait, it's a 90% accurate move? Wholly unreliable. Oh, and apparently it's not a guaranteed 3-hit either. Like, who designed these moves, man? What? Wait, whoa, wait. You could miss a kick in triple kick? Is it up to 3 times? Despite these endeavors, pants stayed brown and I mentally prepared myself for the storm. Cipher admin Ein sports a rain team that allows him to freely set off thunders with his Raikou. And in case you didn't know, thunder always lands in the rain. But what he doesn't know is that I still have my secret weapon in the back. Plusle takes the stage and is ready to beat him at his own game. By the way, it's probably worth noting that his Huntail and Golbat loved to spam Confuse Ray the entire fight. But there was this really nice old man who gave me a Person Berry in Agate Village, and that played really well into the planning here. It seems our elders have really been looking out for us since the beginning. While Huntail set up Rain, Espeon was able to take out Golbat, and Plusle got a lucky paralysis on Altaria when it swapped in. Like a perfect row of dominoes, I easily chained kills on Huntail and Altaria while clearing confusion with Person Berry. Raikou proved to be little issue due to the extreme level difference, and his Lantern turned out to be the real demon with rain boosted Hydro Pumps. Nice! Wait, hold on, I could encore this.
What the fuck was that damage, my guy?
Oh, okay, I can't encore this. Alright, man. Give me the full para on Lantern. That would be like best case scenario here, I think. Okay, we landed it. Come on. Come on. One more. Give me the third. Yes! Okay, with Ein taken out, all admins were finally defeated. I was so close to putting an end to Cipher's plans. I thwarted their assaults, cleared out the hideouts, and stopped the production of shadow Pokemon. Obviously my job had to be done, right? Wrong. Because the little shits from the under told me I had one more task to complete. Stop Cipher for good. Realgam Tower. A place known for gambling, battling, and being built faster than any Texan highway. It also happens to be the main hangout for Cipher's big boss Nascour. But in order to face off against him, I needed to visit our good friends Miror B, Dockham, Venus, and Ein all over again in order to gain access to the Colosseum. Although sporting the same gimmicks as before, their teams are a little bit polished this time. At least almost all of them, because Miror B can't seem to part ways with his Ludicolo. Similar to last time, I dwindled down his Ludicolo and slowly took him out. Dockham apparently survived jumping off a mountain battle, supporting my human bioengineering theory, and his Earthquake team has been modified to where he no longer needs to spam Protect. Now I have to say, for back in the day, the creators of this fight really could. Not only does he have an extremely bulky ground-type team, he also sets up Sun, which makes your water-type moves nearly useless. This turn, it's gonna go for Solar Beam now. Wish Cash shouldn't Earthquake, it should Ice Beam. Cool. Dude, I love these Aura Region games. They're so good. Alright, watch this thing Solar Beam and feel ashamed. Let's go. With Levitate Mons, Fire-type moves, and Solar Beam for coverage, Dockham once again proves that he's a fucking monster. Do I just Icy Wind here? Like, this thing's definitely going to... Holy shit. I should have clicked Blizzard. This isn't killing. Alright, Sneasel's dying. I should have hit Blizzard, maybe. Despite all our efforts to do this fight deathless, I had to say goodbye to our friend Sneasel, who was facing Fire Blast in the sun. Push, you did this. What the fuck? Oh. Sneasel's death didn't necessarily back me into a wall, but I was definitely nervous for the rest of the fight, knowing that he still has a Houndoom in the back. But to my surprise, I kinda nerfed this fight by not catching Entei. And that kinda goes for all the other admins as well. Dokkam's Houndoom is supposed to replace Entei that I meant to catch back in Mount Battle. And since I didn't take it away from him, he's still using a level 40 Entei in this fight. Talk about doing tasks that make future you thankful, huh? From Dokkam, I went on to Venus, who was surprisingly easier now that I fought her at the correct level. Granted, it was a little more annoying since she adds a lot more status effects to her move pool, but it is what it is. And last but not least, our good buddy Ein came out with a freshly cooked team that keeps you from defeating his demons. Right on having Lightning Rod makes it very difficult to spam Thunder, but Pelipper and Crobat also go crazy on grass types, so I ultimately opted to lead Plusle and Mantine as I felt they'd have the most synergy for the fight. And just like last time, I used his Rain for myself and got through his team with ease. By this point, I've had it all with the small fry of the organization and tried chasing Nascour up to the Colosseum, but I had to meet up with an old friend first. Yeah, you see, Gobzap's the guy I kinda stole the snag machine from, and he wanted it back. I wish I could say the fight was a cakewalk, but his Pokemon were insanely bulky and did a lot of damage. Like, I wasn't expecting his Hariyama to tear through Mantine like a piece of toilet paper. But as much as I hate to say it, losing Mantine made it possible for me to take an aggressive position and wail into his Pokemon. And as a final fuck you to my ex-boss, I stole his Skarmory and began my ascent to the final trial. Nascour was the root of all evil behind Cipher, the final step in my plan to eradicate production and existence of Shadow Pokemon. All of my double battling skills were being tested in this moment. How will I bait attacks? When do I double in or protect? How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Gardevoir? Okay, that was in bad taste, but not as bad as the taste I'm gonna leave in his mouth when I win. Unlike his underlings, Nascour doesn't revolve around any cool or annoying gimmicks, but instead uses Destiny Bond like a little bitch. Why don't you fight me, Nascour? Yeah, so Dusclops and Gardevoir both have Destiny Bond. If not, I would just attack them. Did he just use an X special? Okay, now these guys are threats. I had to opt to Toxic Stall the Dusclops so I don't get Destiny Bonded, and I Encored Gardevoir into Taunt so it couldn't fire in with its scary special attack stat. Blaziken comes out, but we make short work of it with Altaria while Umbreon takes out Xatu. However, I was getting really low and I needed Plusle to raw dog this Thunder since we weren't in rain this time. Oh my god, you're the GOAT. Fuck yeah, dude. Holy shit, this plus was insane. And just like that, it's time to take on Nascour's last Pokemon. Now this is a Shadow Pokemon that I have absolutely no counters to. How am I gonna defeat this demon? Okay, fuck prepping for this Metagross, man. Just gonna Master Ball it, bro. Fuck prepping for this Metagross. Okay, I get it. I know it's a lackluster finish, but at least Cipher was defeated. Even the Mayor of Fennec decided to come and thank us for all our hard work. Mr. Mayor, why are you here? Oh dear me, do you fail to understand still? You're such an innocent child. At times I am the affable Mayor of Fennec, and at other times I'm the secret boss of the criminal syndicate Cipher. I am Evis, and I shall rule the world. Wait, you mean to tell me that the Mayor is the real leader of Cipher? So I guess that means we just have to pucker up for another battle. Machamp Mence is far from the optimal lead we wanted. Intimidate helps, but I need to pray I get area laced on the top slot while I hard swap Skarm. Okay, D-Claw's fine. Oh my Jesus, dude. Miss! It's over. Unfortunately, this turn 1's already going sour, and if this Mence Dragon Dances, all this hard work could be for nothing. Just don't Dragon Dance, bro. Fuck, man, I think I just lose. Okay, well, I mean, it's not interesting if everything goes our way, right? So I think if there's a time to ball hard, it's right now. All right, Joe Peck the Machamp, and I Encore the Salamence, and I need this thing to not double edge here. Okay. Oh my god, Plusle lived. What the fuck? Plusle may have clutched up, but this Mence is locked into double edge and might even be scarier now. I had to sack Plusle here for a free swap into Altaria. Plusle, thank you. AI? Hello? Once again proving that it wasn't over yet, as a final play of its life, Plusle landed a crucial thunder on Mence before Slacking took it out with an earthquake. This allowed Skarmory to finish off Mence and get us one step closer to winning. Caesar isn't too much of a threat unless they allow it to set up, and Slacking's on a truant turn, which means I'm not scared of it at all right now. X attack! Holy shit, the devs really wanted to make this game impossible for 10-year-olds. Like, X attack on a Slaking's insane. I guess all I could do at this point is pray a little bit, right? I think I have to detect and pray that Slaking goes for Aerial Ace on Hitmontop. Okay. Fuck yeah. Okay. Hit it! That's my girl! Oh my god, let's do it! Caesar dead, Slowking enters the field and the real fight begins. You see, I've been able to manage Slaking by protecting on its physical turns and attacking on its truant turns when it can't move. But there's a slight problem. Alright, man. Alright, man. Evis is cooking now. Skill swap means that Slaking can now attack every single turn. Not to mention, Evis also has a couple full restores to throw Slaking's way. If you think I was clenching in this moment, you'd be right. After yet another full restore, Altaria falls. Luckily for us, Umbreon eats one and double into its slot ends the reign of Slaking. With his ace Pokemon down, he comes at us with Shadow Tyranitar. I'm so glad we rolled Skarmory because frankly, I don't know what we were going to do in this situation. Huge damage, dude. Oh my god, TR's the GOAT! A flurry of Steel Wings put in work, leaving the poor truant Slowking to defend itself. A crit to end it from the starter? True. Easy game. And just like that, we stop Cipher's plans for good. Thank you all for watching, I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to subscribe, like, and comment as it really helps me with pushing out more and better quality content. I run these challenges live on Twitch in the description below, and I'd love to see y'all there. Have a great one, keep safe, and I'll see you in the next one.